153. Erosion. The crust of the Earth is constantly transforming because of internal and external geological processes. The internal processes are those that happen within the lithosphere, such as earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. The external geological processes, on the other hand, are produced by factors on the Earth's surface, like wind, water, and human activity. An example of an external process is erosion, in which soil is worn down by water, wind, and human activity. Types of erosion. There are two main types of erosion: natural erosion and anthropic erosion, which is caused by humans. Natural erosion. There are several types of natural erosion, three caused by water: pluvial, fluvial, and glacial, and another caused by wind. Pluvial. This is when raindrops impact the soil and wash away the particles on the surface. Fluvial. This type of erosion occurs when rivers and groundwater currents wear away the soil. The water washes the soil into lakes and oceans. Glacial. Erosion of this type is produced when huge masses of ice move because of the force of gravity. As they move, they wear away the ground underneath them. Ice is able to profoundly modify the surface of the ground. Wind. Wind wears away at rocks and blows off particles, which are transported by the wind and deposited in a new place. This type of erosion is much less intense than those related to water. Anthropic erosion. Inadequate agroforestry practices are one of the main factors that increase erosion. Read about some common bad practices below. Planting crops on hills or slopes where minerals can be washed away. Placing too many animals in the same grazing field. This results in the field losing the ability to regenerate grass and other plants. Eliminating vegetation on forest floors mechanically, chemically, or by fire. The regular occurrence of forest fires in the same place. In places with abundant vegetation, there is less erosion. This is because the roots of the plants help retain the soil particles. Logging for wood or to make agricultural fields makes erosion worse because it allows the ground to be worn away by rain and wind. Building canals to transport water from rivers for artificial irrigation can make some areas very dry and flood others. Soil that is used for intensive agriculture deteriorates quickly because the same crop is usually planted over and over again. This process takes all the nutrients from the soil and creates the need to use fertilizers and pesticides, which accumulate, polluting the soil and groundwater. Using heavy machines compacts soil and makes it less porous. This reduces its capacity to hold water and air, as well as to permeability. Land used for animal grazing deteriorates because the animals trample the ground, making it hard and compact. Raising sheep is the most detrimental because these animals eat the small sprouts of plants, stopping them from regenerating. All these practices make the land more susceptible to wind and water erosion. Wind blows away particles of soil, while water washes them away and can cause even greater damage from runoff and rapid infiltration of water.